I still remember it was a few years ago in the summer. Early that day, the village urgently broadcasted a notice, saying that the town was experiencing frequent incidents of stray dogs attacking people. So the village also needed to form a dog catching team to cooperate with the town's actions. Besides having a fixed salary, they also provided meals every day. Obviously, for a stay-at-home dad, this was like a pie falling from the sky, so he confidently signed up. This first interview was to test everyone's running speed. As a result, the dad took the lead, but he ended up getting lost. He wandered in the woods for half a morning, before finally finding his way back home. The result can be imagined. The dad was immediately eliminated. However, later the dad didn't give up. After carefully observing the interviews of others, the dad came to a conclusion that the reason he couldn't run fast was that he was only using 2 legs, like dogs, mules, and such. Those who run fast all have 4 legs. Thinking about this, a thought that went against our ancestors emerged. It was from that day on. Since then, Dad has been practicing running with 4 legs every night. In the village, practicing running with 4 legs. And so, a legend started in our village from then on. Later, unable to withstand the pressure of panic in the village chief had to contact the town's dog catching team. But how could Dad have known about this? After dinner, he went out for his nightly run as usual. I only remember 2 big guys sitting by the road at that time. As a result, Dad strode forward vigorously. Whoosh! He swiftly passed by the 2 men. Those 2 were dumbfounded at that moment. What the heck? What just darted past? While the other was full of shock and said, "It's a dog, a big pile of dog." As soon as these words were spoken, the 2 of them immediately chased after Dad. Dad was running along the roadside having a blast. Suddenly heard some commotion coming from behind. Looked back, and saw 2 big guys chasing after him with weapons. Dad was dumbfounded at that moment, thinking he had encountered gangsters. Then, in the next second, he accelerated several miles. But it was no use at all. Gradually, the distance between them was getting closer. But just as Dad was about to be caught up, he immediately shouted in fear. "Help me!" He shouted out. This shout was crucial. The 2 men behind instantly stopped. They looked at each other in confusion. Team leader. Down. Bal. HHE. Did he just speak? The other one also paused. After all, it was the first time they had seen a talking dog in their lives. It's still the local dialect. Immediately thought it was a superior breed. Saying that, the 2 of them rushed up as if they were injected with chicken blood. The old man and the other 2 chased after them. They chased all the way to the neighboring village. Other villagers looked on in the darkness. The figures chasing in front and behind. They all thought they had caught a dog. They all followed and surrounded them. However, at that moment, a villager bravely stepped forward, blocking the way in front of the old man. At that time, my dad thought, finally, someone was willing to lend a hand. So he ran towards him. As a result, 0.661499. In an instant, before the old man could react, he lost his reaction. Watching the old man being subdued, the villagers immediately rushed up as well. But when everyone saw the old man's face clearly, they were all stunned. One of the old men said in confusion, "Why does this dog look so strange? Who knows? Maybe it's some new hybrid variety." However, at that moment, a bold villager stepped forward, saying he wanted to determine if the old man was male or female. After saying that, he bent down, and slowly reached out his big hands towards the old man. However, at this critical moment, my old man suddenly woke up. He looked at the scene before him, and suddenly widened his eyes, saying, "What are you trying to do?" As soon as these words were spoken, the villagers nearby were instantly dumbfounded. This thing is quite complicated. However, the day after this incident, the neighboring village set up a zoo. They said they imported a Siberian human-faced dog. The news spread quickly to the surrounding villages. If it weren't for being drunk, I would have pestered my mom to go see it. I bet my old man still doesn't know how long hell be kept in there.